Hey guys, today I'm super excited to give you my spoiler-free thoughts on The Killer. This movie stars Michael Fassbender and it is directed by David Fincher, who, listen, this is a match made in heaven, these two. The movie really has a David Fincher style, if you know what I'm talking about. The cinematography, the sound design, like this feels very David Fincher and I am totally here for it. Michael Fassbender feels like the perfect person to star as the killer. You're immediately engrossed by him. He does a voiceover throughout pretty much the entire film. Now, I won't say it's not all just voiceover. Of course, we do get interactions with him with people. We get to learn more about his life, sort of things like that. But just the opening, I don't know, 20 minutes or so probably, just the way it is shot and just that voiceover and not getting much of anything else except for like his actions. He doesn't really have conversations with people. That really sets the tone for the entire film, and that's what had me on the edge of my seat and in, right? This feels like a crime noir. This feels like a thriller, and it really, really delivers. For the most part, I have a couple of issues, which I'll get to, but overall, I really enjoyed the story. I really enjoyed the killing. I think that stuff, it was I like unique brutal kills and unique brutal fighting. Like when they bring how do I say this without like spoiling things? When they bring elements in, when they bring things into fights that maybe you wouldn't normally see as a weapon, okay? Something like that. Kind of John Wick style-esque. You get some of that in here, right? But you get a lot of like gritty fighting and you get to learn more about this guy, the killer, okay? Michael Fassbender's character. And I really enjoyed him at the beginning. Then something happens and his motivations maybe change a little bit. And then he goes haywire, right? Things go off. It's insane, okay? So that's the best way to put it. You see him probably he has a pretty intense scene with Tilda Swinton, that's what I'll say. And that's one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie because that's when things start to kind of crack, I guess, and change a little bit. There is a bit of a romance story in here, which I feel like I get why it's there. Was it 100% necessary? Not really. I didn't love the way something ends towards the end, and it's so hard to talk about without spoiling it, but I feel like things were left a little unresolved, in that I didn't like how they did that. It didn't feel true to the character, to me. But I'm not mad. I'm also kind of like, well, good for you, dude. Good for you. And this makes no sense whatsoever, but when you see the movie, it will. I just don't want to give spoilers. So this movie hits select theaters, I believe. But it might be theaters everywhere this Friday, the 27th, October 27th. And then it comes to Netflix, November 10th. Now, I will say, I do think this one is going to be better on the big screen. We all love sitting at home, picking a movie to watch on a Friday night, a Saturday night, while you're laying on the couch, hanging out with your friend, your significant other, having a drink or two, whatever. This movie would be great for that. But I think it'll be better in theaters, mainly because of the sound, and just kind of feeling immersed in that world. And really becoming invested in the killer's story. Like I said, I mean, David Fincher's phenomenal, of course, right? He's great, and his working with Michael Fassbender in this is fantastic as well. Really enjoy Michael Fassbender's performance. Tilda's great. The other actors are great, but this really is Michael Fassbender at the heart of this all. The main thing is that he's basically the only person you see. There's a few people that pop in here and there, of course, to tell the story, but this is his story, and he carries this movie. If you didn't get a good performance out of the lead actor in this movie does not work. Like I said, there's some stuff at the end, which is where my biggest issues are, which makes it really hard to talk about because it's spoilery. But I just didn't love how something feels unresolved in the end. I wasn't a fan of that. I get it. I know what they were trying to do. Still didn't feel right. I wasn't a big fan of it. You guys let me know if you're excited for The Killer down below in the comments. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Check this one out in theaters. I really think it's going to play better in theaters. But if you don't get to see it in theaters when it's out, definitely watch it at home because it is a really entertaining movie. Michael and David make a great pair. And yeah, I think I'm curious to know what you guys think about the end. So after you've seen it, come back and tell me as spoiler free as you can in the comments, or put a warning, because I really need to know if I'm the only one who feels this way. You guys can follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and check me out at mamasgeeky.com. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.